Once upon a time, in a quiet medieval land, a baby boy was born under a magical sign. Upon his head rested a glowing, mysterious cap, believed to bring extraordinary luck and destiny. Everyone who saw him felt that something remarkable awaited this child. A wise old seer visited the newborn and revealed a prophecy: the boy was destined to grow into a man who would one day marry the king's daughter and change the fate of the kingdom. This news, however, filled the cruel king with fear instead of joy. He could not bear the thought of a destiny that he could not control. Consumed by jealousy and greed, the king secretly planned to destroy the child. The poor parents were heartbroken when they were forced to give away their beloved son. Tears fell silently, but fate had already taken its course. The helpless baby was placed inside a small wooden box and set afloat on the river. The king believed the river would solve his problem. Yet destiny cannot be drowned. The river carried the box gently, protecting the child as if unseen hands guided it. The box drifted to an old water mill where a kind miller and his wife discovered it. When they opened the box, they found the newborn boy with the magical cap. Their hearts filled with joy and wonder, and they took him in as their own. Years passed, and the boy grew under the care of the miller and his wife. He learned honesty, courage, and kindness, while the magical cap quietly marked him for a greater fate. One day, the king saw the grown young man and recognized him immediately. Fear and rage returned to his heart. In his cruelty, he sent the young man on a journey with a sealed letter containing orders for his death. As the boy traveled through dense forests and winding roads, he met a group of kind-hearted robbers. Sensing danger, they intercepted the letter and read its contents. With compassion, they secretly changed the letter's instructions, turning death into destiny. When the young man arrived at the palace, the queen received him warmly, following the altered letter's command. She welcomed him with honor, and the king's evil plan failed. The young man met the princess, and love blossomed quietly between them. Their hearts connected, pure and sincere, and touched by the cruelty surrounding them. The king returned to find the prophecy fulfilled, and his anger erupted. In his rage, he gave the young man an impossible task: to fetch 3 golden hairs from the head of the devil himself. The young man accepted the challenge bravely, determined to prove his courage. On his journey, he came across villages in distress. A fountain had dried up, a golden apple tree had stopped bearing fruit, and a ferryman was trapped forever at his post. With patience and wisdom, he listened to their troubles, promising to find solutions. He finally reached the devil's dark cave, a place of danger and dark magic. There, the devil's kind hostess hid him safely, using magic to protect him while the devil slept nearby. In the quiet of the cave, the young man managed to pluck 3 golden hairs from the devil's head. Each hair was a token of courage, wisdom, and destiny. In the process, the devil unknowingly revealed the answers to the villagers' problems. Armed with knowledge and the golden hairs, the young man returned home. He solved the fountain's problem, healed the dying tree, and freed the trapped ferryman, bringing happiness and relief to the people. The king's cruelty and greed, however, became his own undoing by refusing to listen and acting with malice. He ensured that justice would be served through fate itself. At last, the young man and the princess were united. They stood together on the castle balcony, gazing at the golden sunset. Their faces reflected love, courage, and hope. Peace returned to the kingdom, and destiny, fulfilled by kindness and bravery, shone brightly for all to see. And so the boy born with a magical cap, against all odds, lived happily ever after with the princess, proving that courage, wisdom, and a pure heart can overcome even the darkest of evil.